Well, we have a rematch. As the Edmonton Oilers, this is a little bit of a hot take. I will go a little more further in depth on this the Western Conference final here. I'll probably go a little more further in depth when I get home from work tonight, and probably sometime here within the next few days before game one of the final, I will give my own little preview of the 2025 Stanley Cup final. But this game tonight, you're going back to Dallas. You're down 3-1. You've won one period basically. Honestly, if you think about it, this series should have been a sweep. Edmonton absolutely destroyed the Dallas Stars in this series, with the exception of giving up that 3-1 lead in game one. Which honestly, I'm sorry, Edmonton should have won that one. They should have won that game. This should have been a sweep. This series wasn't close. I couldn't believe it. And tonight, you're back in Dallas. You're in front of your fans. The crowd is, pumped and all that. And the Dallas Stars, you give up 2 goals. Jake Oettinger gives up 2 goals on 2 shots. The game is already devolving out of control. Oettinger gives up 2 goals on 2 shots that, I'm sorry, because I got a chance to see the 2 goals he gave up. What's he supposed to do? He can't. It's not like you could look at one of those goals and be like, "Well, he should have had that." Come on, he didn't. There was no chance for him on either one of them. So Dallas calls a timeout. Oettinger apparently he's ready. He's like, okay, go back in net. And Pete Debour, the coach, says, "No, Jake, you're out. You're done." What? This is an elimination game. You're down 3-1. You lose, you're out. You're telling me that you would rather put Casey DeSmith in the net? Not saying Casey DeSmith is a bad goaltender, but he's not Jake Oettinger. You're pulling Jake Oettinger and putting in Casey DeSmith. You're just saying, well, we're done. You're basically giving up. You're not only giving up the game, you're giving up the season, you're giving up the series, you're giving up the rest of your season. You're going golfing. You basically have gone and said, well, we're just gonna set tee times for next week. That's what you do. You pulled your goaltender, your starting goaltender. You're basically you're sacrificing the game. You just sacrifice the game. It's like, well, we're done. And that's pretty much what happened. Now Dallas, to their credit, they tried to fight back. They tried to get back into the game. They were down 3-0. Edmonton had 3 goals on 6 shots. In the first period, it's like, this game's over. To Dallas's credit, they tried to climb back into the game. They got it back. They got it back to 3-2. Then McDavid gets a breakaway goal to make it 4-2. I'll tell you what, Rupe Hintz freaking tried his damnedest to keep up with McDavid. Not many people are keeping up with Connor McDavid. But, it made it 4-2. But then Dallas, they kept fighting back. They kept fighting. They got it to 4-3. And then, Edmonton, they got a couple more. They put it away. But for your head coach to pull your starting goaltender after 2 goals, 2 goals on 2 shots that he gave up, but he didn't have a chance on either one of them. I don't know. I didn't think that was a smart idea, especially considering your season is on the line here. Because if you lose, you're done. You're out. Your season's over. Your season's over. You are eliminated, and you're going golfing next week. And the Edmonton Oilers are moving on to the Stanley Cup Final for the second year in a row. I didn't think they should have pulled Oettinger. I think that was a bad decision. A decision that obviously, ended up, it ended up costing Dallas because they lost. They lost the series 4-1, and it just, I don't know. I didn't think it was a good idea to pull your goaltender. But I mean, Dallas had a great season. They just looked completely overpowered and overmatched by the Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers they dominated. I mean, they dominated them. I mean, the series went 5 games. Sorry, it should have only went 4. Because, I mean, Dallas absolutely got rocked. In every one of these games, they just got rocked. I mean, they weren't close. None of these games were close. And like I said, Edmonton should have won that first game. Edmonton was up 3-1 in the third period. And then they got undisciplined. They gave Dallas 3 straight power plays. Dallas had 3 goals. Dallas scored 3 goals. They won 6-3. And I'm thinking, wow, that's a big win for Dallas. Not realizing what the rest of the series would end up being foretold. But yeah, pulling Oettinger. Yeah, you gave up the game. You gave up the game. You gave up the series. And for the 3rd year in a row, the Dallas Stars, they make the conference final. They come up short. They can't get over that hump. And they've lost the last 2 years to the Edmonton Oilers. And I'll tell you that the Oilers, whoo, that final, which starts next Wednesday. Oh, and again, I'm good. Whoever wins, I'm good with. But yeah, selfishly, I wanted to see this rematch, and it's exactly what we got. So yeah, I will preview that series here, either probably this weekend or so, and yeah, as one of my coworkers is sitting on my car. Okay, back to regular hockey talk after talking a little bit with one of my coworkers from the office. So yeah, Dallas has got some stuff they got to figure out, and you pulled Oettinger after 2 shots. I mean, I get it. 2 goals on 2 shots. I get it, but he's your starter for a reason. And to me, pulling him out just basically says you're not only giving up the game, you're giving up the series, and you're just resigning yourself to the fact that, okay, well, let's get some tea times going. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Hit that like button. Only takes a second. It helps out the channel immensely. And if you would please hit that subscribe button, that would be absolutely awesome. I would love you if you did that. Also, share the video with everyone that you know, with your friends, family, whoever. And, if there's people out there that that like watching hockey stuff on YouTube, let them know about the channel. I would love to have every hockey fan in the world. I would love to have you all join me here at Larry's House of Hockey. And also to hit that little notification bell that will notify you anytime future videos are uploaded. And, that way I know I can see you guys all back here again. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about, Debour pulling Oettinger after only 2 shots, 2 goals on 2 shots. Do you think that was Dallas giving up the season, or do you think something else? Let me know again in the comments. So, like, comment, subscribe, share. I will see you guys later.